I cannot believe this. I honestly cannot believe I'm reading this story from The Athletic today. You tell me, you comment if you feel like I'm being over the top, if you feel like I am wrong in what I'm saying here, please do go ahead and hit me up in the comment section on this. But Andre Onana has just absolutely lifted the roof off of Carrington with his demands and what's going on. And this is what's been written from Laurie Whitwell of The Athletic today. He's done a piece in which he's talking about Andre Onana's situation at Manchester United. And I'm staggered. I'm really staggered. There is so much in this piece and good writing in this piece from Laurie Whitwell that we can't go through it all, but I'll just break down the bit that is really concerning the most for Manchester United fans right now. And quickly, to add context to this, and obviously Laurie Whitwell was the one at The Athletic who got the scoop on Andre Onana signing, first of all, for Manchester United a couple of summers back. So he has obviously got contacts within Onana's camp and knows exactly what is going on right now. But just to bring up what Laurie Whitwell has said, and this is just an extract from what Laurie Whitwell was writing, and it goes into the part that's really significant for Manchester United fans here. It says, Onana has his own view in all of this, of course, and at the end, he changed agencies recently, having been represented by goal management during his move from Ajax to Inter, with Wasserman assistants as intermediaries during the process of signing for United. He has now teamed up with Lian Sports. So this was off the back of Laurie actually talking in his piece on The Athletic about everything that was affecting Onana this season and his performances and the tit for tat with Nemanja Matic, and that apparently putting him off his game against Leon. Well, just don't open your mouth then, you absolute pleb. I mean, seriously. Like the actual love affair around Andre Onana from The Athletic here is embarrassing in my opinion, and how they're trying to actually salvage something from this. He is a shocking goalkeeper. Anyway, it goes on to say, and obviously we've seen pictures of Andre Onana rolling into Carrington with his agent the other day, and this is why right now, and Laurie has made it clear here in this piece what's actually happening. The primary purpose of the switch was to get a fresh outlook and possible in time negotiate a new contract. Are you kidding me right now? Onana's current terms include a squad-wide pay cut for non-qualification to the Champions League, which is a standard 25% but can be negotiated individually. Onana expected United to compete in the Champions League, though, and the financial drop came as a shock to the system when activated last summer. Onana had a conversation on the matter with sporting director Dan Ashworth. Dan Ashworth now no longer at Manchester United, of course. But oh my God, Andre Onana was shocked when, of course, he was deducted 25% of his wages because Manchester United, yes, let's not forget, Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, weren't in the Champions League. This has been going on for years, Andre. Years at this football club. Do you know why? Because before we had standards. And if we weren't in the Champions League, the players obviously didn't perform well enough. And do you know what? Maybe the players once in a while should actually take fault for this and take a little bit of a pay cut instead of the football club. Yes, that's what happens. But the next bit in that, Andre Onana was shocked and was taken aback by that pay cut. Let's have a think back. Oh, yes, it was you, Andre, who literally got us disqualified from the Champions League last season. Disqualified is the wrong word, of course, but you literally single-handedly dumped Manchester United out of the Champions League last season through your inept performances. And now it's a shock to the system that these wages have been deducted from your contract. And this man, after this season, has actually got the front to roll into Carrington in the middle of a season when near 500-600 members of staff have lost their job, in the middle of our worst ever Premier League season, and come in and ask for more money. Are you absolutely off your head? Honestly, I cannot believe what I am reading in this article from Laurie Whitwell at all. The only thing more embarrassing than this is some of the stats that they have brought up to try and defend what is actually happening here right now with Andre Onana this season. And the Athletic have actually gone in on this, and they're obviously trying to balance it out. They have to keep their contacts at United and whatever, to keep the peace and everything like that. But they've actually gone in with stats like this, saying that Andre Onana has been one of the league's best shot stoppers, trying to big him up. as it is one of the best goalkeepers in the league. I'm sorry, P-rollers that just roll into your hands because the defence hasn't been up to it really don't count in the bigger picture. If you're not doing your job, then obviously you will let more goals in. The bit that we're looking at here is this table, Andre Onana fifth. So what the Athletic are trying to imply here, literally, I mean, obviously they've got to be laughing while they're putting this in on the article, surely. That Andre Onana is the fifth best goalkeeper in the Premier League right now. Come on. I mean, seriously, it's embarrassing. This one is probably better, to be honest, and this is more realistic. Andre Onana has conceded more goals per game than his Man United predecessors. Yes, this is where we need to be, obviously. Andre Onana appearances 69, goals conceded per game 1.4, clean sheet 26%, worst goalkeeper per appearances at the football club. That's what we need to be looking at. That's the more realistic outcome in this. And the Athletic trying to just play it off against each other, making sure that they are getting the point across where everyone's going to click, because Onana wants a new contract in the middle of a new season after he lost the Champions League for us single-handedly and has been part of the worst Manchester United team in its history in a season where nearly everyone at the football club who did have a job, not everyone, but 500 or so, have lost their jobs. When cuts are being made everywhere, he wants more money. Oh, good God. Does this man actually understand the environment which he is in right now? And do you know what? In all of this, do you know who's to blame for this? Manchester United. And that big, soft rubber bubble that is around these players, protecting them from the real world and the reality of the real world. If Manchester United are considering giving Andre Onana a different contract or a new contract or renegotiating that contract, I give up. I give up right now on the spot. If Ineos, who are cutting everything, if Ineos are going to take Sir Alex Ferguson away for 2 million and then give that 2 million supposedly back to Andre Onana for what he has been a part of this season, if that's the way Ineos are going to go, then I give up. I give up, honestly. If Andre Onana gets a new contract, I honestly don't know what I'll do. It's got to that point right now with this situation. It is just beyond belief. I'm reading through this report and I'm listening to what Laurie Whitwell's writing here. I'm bigging him up. Some players actually feel like the conversation and the obvious messages and talking in between Matic before the Lyon game affected his game. Excuse. There is form. He lost us the Champions League last season. He's been absolutely dreadful this season. Speaking to Nemanja Matic is just Andre Onana. That's his personality. Taking him away, like Ruben Amorim said, from all of the mess that's going on. It was him who opened his mouth. It was him who gifted 2 goals away to Lyon in that first leg. It's him who was cocked up several times this season as well as last season. It's all him. Stop making excuses for a man that cannot perform and do his job as a goalkeeper. Was we not Manchester United one day? Did we not stand for something? This is just embarrassing. It's embarrassing for the football club. And you know what? This is just a report and it hasn't happened. I need to definitely get that across and get that point across. But if, and it's a big if, I cannot see Ineos doing this. They're looking, I think, hopefully more to move him on. Can you imagine? Andre Onana gets his contract renegotiated and gets that 25% back after everything that's gone on this season. Oh my days. Honestly, please do comment below. Let me know what you think of this, everybody. This is absolutely shocking. I cannot believe that the club would even entertain this and allow his agent to come in and try and renegotiate this. So these 25% clauses for United players not getting their full wage because they have performed badly and not actually participating in the Champions League because they didn't finish well enough the previous season, they can all be negotiated individually. This is just opening Pandora's box. It really is. Get rid of the bad eggs. Get rid of them now. Otherwise, this club will sink fast. God help Ruben Amorim. Oh, my days. This is just absolutely blown me away. I cannot believe it. I really can't. Comment below, please, everybody. If you're loving the content, make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button up on your screen right now. Let me know. Andre Onana, does he deserve more money? Oh, good God.